Hi everybody, Andrew Smith here, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to interrupt somebody politely in English. Now, this is a common question I get asked a lot by a lot of my students because sometimes when we are in a meeting or in a presentation or we are on a conference call, we might have to say something and we might have to interrupt somebody while doing so. So I thought that it would be a really good idea to do a video on this where I will teach you a specific step-by-step strategy that you can follow, and I'm also going to be giving you some really great useful phrases that you can use to politely interrupt a colleague or a client in business. So how I'm going to present this information is I'm going to share a presentation slide with you. So right now I'm going to flip the screen around and I'm going to share with you today's content. So before we start looking at the actual language, I do want to say that it is perfectly acceptable to interrupt someone in English-speaking countries. So if you are in a meeting or on a conference call and you want to say something, then it's perfectly fine to say what you want to say and to interrupt somebody. It's just important that you do so politely. And here in this kind of video, I'm going to teach you how to properly interrupt somebody politely in business. So the first thing we do is we start our interruption. And for this, we can say one of the following phrases. We can say, "Sorry to interrupt you, but..." "I apologize for interrupting, but..." Or we can say, "I don't mean to interrupt, but..." Now, I want to point out here that the first and the third phrase are typically informal. However, the second phrase, "I apologize for interrupting, but..." this one is slightly more formal. So if you are in a meeting with people you don't know, or if you are interrupting somebody you have never really met before, or somebody who is very important, then I would say it is best to opt for the second phrase. "I apologize for interrupting, but..." Now, once we have done this, we want to move on to the second section. And the second section can be followed by a quick question to the speaker to give them a chance to either accept or reject the interruption. So we start with our opening phrases like we've just looked at, and then after that we move on to the second phrase or the question. And some questions we could use could be, "Could I come in here?" "Could I make a point here?" "Could I just comment on that?" Or we could also say, "Could I add something quickly?" Now here we are going to be talking in the present tense, but notice how we use could rather than can. This is because in business English we use the past simple tense for present situations when we want to ask polite questions or make polite requests. So we start with our opening sentence, "Sorry to interrupt you, but..." "Could I come in here?" Or, "I apologize for interrupting, but..." "Could I make a point here?" Or, "I don't mean to interrupt, but..." "Could I just comment on that?" And this is how we interrupt somebody politely. It's very easy, very simple. All you need to do is just follow the steps and the phrases I have given you. Now, additionally, we can also interrupt somebody without using words. So if you're feeling shy or you want to draw attention to yourself without actually speaking and using words, then you could clear your throat. This is just a sound. You could also cough, right? A loud cough will get the attention of the other participants in the meeting. Or something that most people like to do is to just raise their hand slightly. If you are on a conference call and using Zoom, then Zoom actually has a function which allows you to raise your hand. So raising your hand slightly, we don't want it right up in the middle of the air, but just a little bit is enough for other people to see that you have something to say. but you could also just clear your throat or cough to draw attention to yourself. So those are some different and great ways that you can interrupt somebody politely in business, whether that be a client or a colleague or anyone for that matter. Now, if you haven't already, I'd like to invite you to a very, very special event. This is an exclusive free seminar that we are holding right now at the moment on how to speak better business in just 30 days, just 1 month. And I'm not saying that I'm going to turn you into a fluent native speaker in 30 days because that just is not realistic and it won't happen. But what I am going to teach you is I'm going to show you how to set measurable and realistic language learning goals. And this is something that no other business English teacher really does. I'm also going to teach you how to quickly increase your business vocabulary, and I'm going to give you a unique system you can follow so you can learn and remember more new words very quickly. I'm going to be sharing with you the best resource on the internet for learning spoken business English. And on top of all of that, I'm going to be giving you loads of free, valuable resources and templates that will help you contextualize everything that we learn in the 2-hour seminar. So there really is a lot of value in this free seminar. And to join, you can just click the link in the description box above and reserve your seat now. So thank you all for watching this video on how to interrupt colleagues and clients politely in business. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you in the next video.